Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. This is your outlook for January 2nd, 2014. And we're starting off with a future radar loop for the high-res NAM here. And you can see this our storm taking shape here, moving in here on Thursday afternoon, and then really dumping some heavy snow here for about at least 12-hour storm that we're looking at here from start to finish here, but probably heavy for a good 6 to 8 hours on this backside here. And you can see as the storm really cranks up here over the eastern portions of our coverage area especially, we're really going to get some good snowfall here according to the NAM high res. I'm going to go to the GFS now. Of course, the latest GFS that we're showing you here. Starting off with some snow showers with some overrunning up north here to start the day here, but we're going to go a little bit forward in time to the next frame here. Here is Thursday early afternoon. Really don't think it gets going here yet. We're looking at a late afternoon start on our side of the state here. And then when we get to late afternoon, that's when the snow starts moving in. Now you see these moderate snows showing up here. These are the darker colors, and then the light blue would just be light snow. Now I want to show you something here that the GFS is doing. It has kind of an elongated look here. It's been doing this at the surface for the last couple of days. GFS has gotten a little bit better as we got a little bit closer, but some of these models have really struggled with this system. Big time, and that's why we never wavered from our original ideas, because if we did, we would look pretty stupid, I would say, going from high numbers to low numbers and back to high again. So we kind of kept it where it is, and luckily that worked out, because the models are struggling with these features. And what the GFS is trying to do is try to establish two low features. They got one sitting here and one sitting here, kind of a double barrel look. But this I don't think is correct. I think that if you take the westernmost low, which is this one, I think this is the correct one. This should be the surface. It's going to take a path just like this, a little bit more west, and that should be the focus of the low, not split apart into two here. And because it's doing that, it's actually robbing energy from developing, which is probably incorrect here. So we go to the next frame here. It shows a 992 millibar system sitting right here, but this should be sitting here a little bit stronger than 992. By itself, and instead there's another one kind of off the map here that's taking energy from this. So because it's doing that, I think that the totals that it's putting out here, even though it has some moderate to heavy snow here, 1 o'clock in the morning, this is the time frame for 1 o'clock in the morning on oh boy, on Friday. Can't think of the day it was here. Losing track of days of the holidays, folks, so you have to excuse me. So if this is stronger and going to consolidate a low right out here by the benchmark like we think it's going to be, then this area up in here will be getting into more significant snows. And that's one of the things we were looking for as far as numbers possibly going higher, and why we went aggressive with this system in the first place. GFS, regardless, still verifies our final call map, but at the same time does leave the opportunity for some of that banding to come through, for allowing some higher snow totals. So very next frame here is actually Friday, 7 o'clock in the morning. Everything's pulling away here at this point and moving away. So we're expecting everything probably at or before the morning rush on Friday should be out of here, except for the exception would be New Jersey. Might have you hanging on, especially coastal New Jersey, might be hanging on to some more snow here early Friday morning. But the bulk of this happens overnight, Thursday night, heaviest after 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, and then going all through the night. Go back to our argument of why the GFS is probably wrong with a low placement. This is the upper level vorticity at 18,000 feet. This is showing where your trough is, and here's your trough axis, and it goes like this. But the trough axis is negatively tilted now, and that means that this should be bombing here, and suggesting this should be closer to the coast and bombing right about here on this side of the trough. And of course, the GFS has one here and has one here, so having the two lows, this one really can't get cranking. But the two low feature, again, we're thinking is incorrect just because of the upper level pattern we're looking at. Should be one consolidated low out here and dumping some more snow. So we're going to watch for those last minute changes during the day on Thursday, as we get a little bit closer during nowcasting. Here's our final call map. This area down here we have for less than 3 inches of snow. There's going to be some mixing with rain down here between Washington and Baltimore and all the way up to State College here. This is our 3 to 6 area. And this is the blue area here is our 4 to 8 area. It's actually a 4 to 8 plus area. And this area here is 6 to 10 plus. Now we do have blizzard warnings up here over Long Island. issued by the National Weather Service. Most of these other areas are winter storm watches or winter storm warnings, and we do expect these totals to be 6 to 10 inches plus. And again, plus would be if we get into some features of banding, and if we get a little bit stronger closer to the coast here, like we think should be the case, these numbers will be easily attainable and may go higher, especially you get up here into northern New Jersey and then you head into New England. So we'll keep that as it is. I'm going to go back to the GFS again, just because I want to show you what's going on behind this. Some people were asking about what's going to go on this weekend here, and the GFS is actually showing it may be a little bit of wintry precip to start here. This is a later Sunday afternoon, wintry mix, but I think it goes over to rain overnight, and you can see that here. But this is overnight Monday night, but I think that to see all the snow here back here, the cold front actually is going to become crashing through and meaning business. It's going to be very, very cold behind this front again, and I think depending on how much precipitation is hanging behind the front after this front moves through, looks like all this snow is going to move through here afterwards. So it's going to be a rain to snow type deal that we're looking on for at least for Monday morning. So you could have some snow Monday morning, but how much is still in question here. Usually when it's a cold front, there's not a lot of back-end snow, but sometimes that because it's moving so fast, it might be able to rush the cold air and fast enough to change to a couple hours of snow where you get some accumulation. So we'll tackle this when we get there. I mean, we want to get through this first one first. It's obviously our first priority. It's imminent and it's coming, so we want to work on that one first and then get into this one after the storm passes, probably on Friday. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for January 2nd, 2013. Have a great Thursday.